Dom Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Sitting well, having a wonderful 8th February 2025. We're a bit tipsy, so you'll have to excuse the next couple of videos. You're gonna be so fucking proud of me. Guys are gonna be so proud of me. Guys have known that I have this problem with making content. I'm kind of obsessed. I'm filming way too much every single day, even though I'm talking and I'm basically doing two things at once, right? That's how we do it. That's how gangster we are. And I was supposed to take the day off of making content, right? Well, complicated. I was supposed to take the day off while filming, but then I was gonna stream, right, which is completely different in my mind. Um, so yeah, so I'm a bit tipsy. And my Wi-Fi isn't working good enough for me to stream. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a couple of videos. So we're gonna be just reading. So it's gonna be video, just gonna be reading, which is still making video, but a bit more relaxed than making videos, right? And I've been dealing with and because of that, I said, okay, well, I'm gonna answer some question on TikTok because people do write comments. I'm trying to answer everybody with a video because if you take the time to write me a comment, I'll take the time to answer you with a video. That's the least I can do. I think it's just out of respect. I think it's out of kind of like a thank you, you know, kind of like a thank you without saying thank you. So basically speaking, what happened is I was answering this comment, right? And now that I'm a different person when I create content, now I'm a different person when I talk to you guys through the camera, right? But I was answering a comment, and the person I was answering the comment to is a good friend of mine, right? Well, when I say good friend, I know this person for a long ass time. So of course, I made myself a cup of water to debuzz from the wine. It's only wine. It's not hard liquor. I don't really do hard liquor. I'll be honest. Oh, I don't do hard liquor. I'll do a cup of wine. We have to keep the door open because we're filming the Tower. We have the tournament, so trying to perform. But at the same time that we're trying to perform, we're also trying to make content, right? And all of that because I couldn't stream tonight. And I was answering this person, right? And again, I don't think Ing Vanilla and Stefan, which is my real name, hi, nice to meet you, are completely different people, right? They're completely different people. I think we're the same people. Or we're the same person. We're the same people is crazy sounding. Right? We're the same person. However, there is a bit more bravado. There is a bit more bravado. I think it's safe to say that. What I mean by bravado is Ink is gonna be more I wouldn't say able, but he's gonna be more almost theatrical, you know? See the difference between Ink and Stefan. Wanna know the difference between the two of them? Right? The two of them not being me, right? Of course. The difference between Stefan and Ink is Stefan and Ink will say the same thing. But Ink will put on a show. Stefan will say it calmly. So I was answering this guy, and as I was answering, I'm like, holy shit. And of course I answer most of you guys as Ink. Because again, you're watching the content, and like because you're watching the content, I'm gonna give you more content, right? But some of you guys I want to talk to as Stefan. Like I've been talking to this girl lately, and she wanted me to, hey, call me. And she was like, oh, you're very different on camera than off camera. And I said, why? And she said, you're a bit more shy in person. And I'm not a shy person, so I'm like, okay. So yeah, so and because of that, I kind of realized, and it kind of planted a seed. The girl, I trust her, she's cool. And she planted a seed in my mind. A plant that will give me possibly tomatoes. I don't know. I grew up around tomato plants, so probably why I'm fucked in the way I am, which is a great thing. Thank you, tomato plant. It's cold, but I have to keep it open because if this heat or overheat, I'm gonna have to wait a couple minutes to do more videos, and I don't want that. So we're gonna do one-time videos, and then we'll be off for the rest of the day, which is still not following the principle of what I was saying. Like I want to take a day off, but still. And this girl, she called me and she's like, "Yo, they planted a seed." So now that I answered the comment, I was like, "Am I answering the comment? I'm answering as Ink, right?" And I've been talking about how I'm addicted to making videos. I'll be completely honest. I have this issues. I have this complete addiction to constantly content create. I need to make videos, and if I don't make videos, I get mad at myself. It's an addiction. This is not normal. Okay, and I think and I've been to a couple of reunion. I'm not gonna talk about the reunion because again, I'm not comfortable talking about that. Right? It's a complicated story that most of you guys will understand, will be cool with, but some of you guys will judge me for it, and why put myself in a situation that I'll be judged? Right? Doesn't make a lot of sense. So I was talking to this person. I was answering this comment, and I was entering as ink, and I'm like, dude, why don't you just answer as Stefan? And while I'm making the videos, I'm thinking about that. So I try to change tone. And I'm like, if you're changing tone, that means that those two people are different. Ink and Ingrid are Ink and Stefan are different. And it was it was weird. So the reason why I'm saying that is I think that I'm having a hard time between being myself. Oh, the way I'm talking, it does sound like Ink and Stefan are a completely different person, right? But Stefan will tell you the same story with using the same word the same way. So are they really different? Physically speaking, we're the same person. Mentally speaking, we're the same person. Maybe in the way we're expressing ourselves is different, but that's about it, right? And I had a hard time disconnecting between myself and ink, and I was like, okay, well, that part of the problem, problem with the addiction, right? And I don't know because maybe I prefer myself with bravado, right? We were talking about walking this morning. I remember, and I was walking in a sense of confidence. My father saw me walk. Like it's good to see you walking with your head held up high, and that's how low confidence that I had. I was looking at the floor when I was walking before, out of shame, out of shyness, out of miscomfort, right? And we're changing that, which is great. But at the same time, is it great or is it perceived greatness? I don't know. And yeah, so you see in life, I'm talking about my parents a lot, right? And because they're my blueprints and I love them, I have great parents. But I cannot help but thinking that I often, right, saw my parents act in a good way, and I saw their flaws and I saw their qualities, and I was like, dude, I want to take exactly this part of my father, and I'm gonna take exactly this part of my mom. I'm gonna take the two good part of people, and then I'm gonna put it together. And because we're putting it together, we're in a position where we're the almost perfect human being, right? But that doesn't work like that because chances are, it's all a question of nurture versus nature. What traits did I inherit or not? Right, and yeah, so that's actually pretty awesome when you think about it. And of course, me only looking for the positive made me not want to see the negative. And I think if you love somebody, you love them for their flaws and their qualities. And yeah, so am I acting more like ink because I'm so addicted to being ink, or am I acting more like ink because I feel like ink is a better person around to be around? Because I mean, it's such an unhealthy. And again, I'm not blaming you guys. I love you guys, but I do love you guys, but it does feel like, for example, right? For example, you're gonna be walking, right? So you're gonna be walking during the day, and you're not gonna get any compliments, right? Which is quite normal. I don't think most people get compliments. Most people, the majority of people, do not get complimented in one day. It's very rare. And then you're this other person that everybody compliments, and people are nice to, and people are loving you because you're like, oh yo, hey Ink, what's up, dude? How you doing, bro? I don't know. And again, I'm not complaining. This is my fault, right? This is my fault because I don't talk to a lot of people. Want to know when the last time that somebody said, "How are you, Steph?" It's been a while. It's been a while, right? But how are you, Ink? I'm getting this every single day, right? And again, it does feel like and again, I grew up in the '90s. So I cannot help but think about Eminem. Eminem, he was doing really bad, and he created a character called Slim Shady. Slim Shady was able to say whatever you want and do whatever you want, right? If you look at the song, Act Like That, the way you move it, I can't believe I ain't never seen an ass like that. 'Cause the way you got me boing, boing, boing. And it was the fact that he was a puppet, right? And he was able to say whatever he wants. And then in the video, like you get people get mad at him. It's like, no, it's not me, it's the puppets. So Slim Shady was a persona they created to tell to say everything, but it was a very very more aggressive rap, right? And then Slim Shady came back to being Marshall Mathers, which is Eminem. Is this his real name? Eminem, M, Marshall Matter, right? In case you didn't know. It was like nobody wants to see Marshall. They want Slim Shady. I'm shoplifter. Top my heart. Hospital, not operating. The FCC won't rescue me because the CCC will let me see. They cut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. Without me. If you say the song "Without Me," he talks about that. He talks about how nobody wants him, and he has to deal with that. So yes, so I think part of making content, part of the addiction of making content, is the person that ink represent, right? And I'll be completely fucking honest. Am I getting still some hate? Of course, I'm getting some hate. But honestly, and again, I'm knock on wood. I'm gonna say this the day today and tomorrow. I'm gonna get some hate comments. Oh well. I have a really positive community, right? I don't get a lot of comments, but the comments that I do get are positive. Um, and yeah, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. So all of that to say, yeah, something I had to notice. Um, but again, what is the solution here? Falling more in love with myself, right? In the last 3 years, we did a lot of we went really far to fix this issue of self love or this self confidence issue, right? And went really far. We went really far into the, oh, I love you. I love myself. Look in the mirror and say I love you. But we did it for the form of content, right? And form of content, that's ink. How much growth did ink did? See, I'm gonna end this video with a very, very, very simple thing. And this is a warning to content creator not to get too involved. Oh shit. Uh, yeah, should I say that? I don't even know if I'm gonna say it. It's so scary to think about. It's such a scary thought. The tower. Um, Everything, okay, that Steph has improved, and has improved Ink. Can I honestly say that everything that Ink did to improve himself helped Steph? No, and that's kind of scary. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Peace.